Okay, let's get started. It's 9 o'clock Central, and today is the 23rd of March, 2021. So today we'll just be talking about briefly about the MCA program that you guys are part of now, the business finance consultants that you are. So the two things we're focusing on today will be understanding the MCA program and the lead program that we have. So, well, when you come to understanding the MCA program, remember MCA stands for Merchant Cash Advance, right? As you guys can see here, Merchant Cash Advance. It's not really a loan, it's simply a cash advance based upon the credit sales that a business has. When a business, for example, a restaurant, is making money, it's called the credit card sales, especially in the United States. So, what is a cash advance? So, what a cash advance is when a lender gives them money in place of a percentage of that credit card sale. So, let's say the restaurant is making like $1,000 a day, because there are restaurants that make more than that a day because money goes in and out of the restaurant business so fast. So let's say that a restaurant is making $1,000 a day and they want 100,000, for example. The MCA lender will give them $100,000 with a promise for them to pay back, let's say $300 a day till the 100,000 is paid off. Excuse me. So that's how MCA works. So it's technically not a loan, but your job is to market for clients using social media or B2B. You could use Facebook, whatever, Twitter, Instagram, name it, YouTube, however you feel comfortable doing it. Collect the completed MCA application, because we sent you guys the application form. The client needs to fill out the application form. You need to speak with the client if it's better for you that way. You don't have to, but we prefer you speak to the client so they actually know you. Whether on phone or over email, however you feel comfortable, just speak with the client. At least get a little bit of insight for them. Okay. So we need them to complete the application, and they need to have been in business for 3 to 12 months. Client must be in business for at least 3 to 12 months in order for them to qualify for this type of funding, right? And they need to send you a business bank statement or their business from their business bank accounts, okay, for 3 to 6 months in order for us to check that client brings in at least 25,000 in monthly revenue for their business, okay? For their business, that's what we want you to do. So again, you have to check with them. That's why we want you to talk to them. Check with them and ask them, hey, you're going to have to complete the application form, please, and sign it and send it to me. And when they send it to you, then you can send it to us. Okay. So one of the ways that you can do this, get this clients to fill out a form, is through the page that we created for you guys. So you fill out the form there. When they fill out the form, then you send them the application form through email that they submit to you. So however you promote it, once they submit the name, phone number, email address, you can contact them through phone if you want to, if you feel comfortable, or you can send them an email to get them to fill out the application form. And once they fill it out, you need to verify with them, have they been in business? From the application form, you will know. Have they been in business for at least 3 months to 12 months, right? Then after that, you need to get them to submit to you, and then you submit to us. 3 to 6 months. Three is the minimum. 6 months is not the max, because if their account is not good, yeah, we don't want that. So it's going to be the last 3 to 6 months. So let's put it that way. They need to submit their last. They're not going to turn in 3 months of last year. No. Last 3 months to 6 months, and then you submit it to us, and then you will need to verify from the application, though. In fact, when you guys put the ads online, you need to make these things clear for the clients. Make it clear so that they know, what they are going to complete a form for. Okay. So make it clear that, hey, we need, if you've been in business for 3 to 12 months, if you have 3 to 6 months of bank statements, business bank statements, and you generate $25,000 in monthly revenue, we can fund you for 25,000 to 250,000. Basically, that's it. So we can help you get funded for 25,000 to, now some people might qualify for even more than 250, but hey, let's say they do 250. That's pretty big money for you right there. You're going to make 15,000 off of 250,000. If they qualify for 250,000, you guys will make $15,000 on that deal, just that deal alone. If they qualify for 25,000, you get paid 1,500 on this one. Okay. So anything between that, that's how it works. Now, some people might qualify for more than 250, but we have to know that they're worth it so we can go up. So some people might qualify for 500,000. They need 500,000 right away. So we can help them work on that. Okay. Anyway, so understanding merchant cash advance. So MCA providers evaluate risks and weight credit criteria differently than a bank. The reason this type of funding is available is because banks don't approve clients that quick. If you go to the bank to get money, they don't approve you as fast as the business needs it. So that's why this type of funding is actually in place. So these MCA people, they don't check the business the way a bank checks a business. A bank wants you to have collateral, credit, and cash flow all together in order to get funded. But these people just want you to have good cash flow in your business, mainly. Your credit doesn't have to be good, and you do not need a collateral. Hey guys, I'm recording this video, so I'm going to send it to you guys to rewatch it so that you can understand everything we've said. So you guys will be fine. So anyway, the MCA lenders look at daily credit card receipts to prove that the client brings in as much money as they say they bring in. Okay. So they have to determine whether or not the client is credible. That's what we do. So your job is just to bring them in and we will evaluate them. But before you bring them in, filter them, the ones that are not qualified, so that you get quality people coming in. So what are holdbacks? Because in MCAs, you have what we call holdbacks. Well, within the context of an MCA, the term holdback is probably the least familiar. Most people don't know about that word, holdback. So the holdback amount is the percentage. Okay, let me highlight that for you. The holdback amount is the percentage of daily credit card sales. Percentage, right? Remember we talked about it. And then the holdback percentage, somewhere it ranges from 10 to 20%. In fact, sometimes it could even go to 40%. But 10 to 20 is typical, is normal. But sometimes it goes to 40% even. It is usually fixed until the advance is completely repaid. So because repayment is based upon a percentage of the daily balance in the merchant account, the more credit card transactions a business does, the faster they are able to repay the cash advance. Does that make sense? So if they are not generating as much revenue, because it's a percentage, so a percentage of 100% of $100 is like $10, right? So if you're bringing in $1,000 and your percentage is 10% that you need to pay back, you're going to be paying back a lot more, right? Than if you're bringing in $1,000 a day versus $100 a day, but it's same percentage. So in other words, if they bring in $100 a day, they're paying less than if they're bringing in $1,000 a day. They're paying more. So if in business, some days you make more money than others, right? So let's say their business brings in $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day, but let's say on Wednesday they bring in $500 a day. That means they're going to pay less. Unlike some loans, traditional loans is that, hey, if they set you in to pay $1,000 a month, or for example, You are supposed to pay $1,000 a month. Whether or not you bring in $1,000 a month, you are required to pay $1,000 a month. That's it. So this type of lending, that's what it does. So it's based on percentages, even though it's fixed how much you're going to pay back, but it is based on percentages. So there's a difference between the interest rate a business owner is charged for an advance and the holdback amount. So I want you guys to understand these things so that when you're speaking to your clients, you're more knowledgeable. In fact, you don't even have to go all the way to explain this to your client. We just want you to understand it so in case they ask you questions. So most MCA providers charge what's called a factor rate. We talked about a factor rate in the first interview, right? So unlike a traditional term loan, the rate isn't amortized over the course of the advance. A typical factor rate for an MCA could range between double and triple digits, depending on the provider. So usually it's like 1.25 factor rate or 1.38 factor rate. So if someone borrows $10,000 at a 1.25 factor rate, you multiply 10,000 by 1.25, they're going to pay back $12,500. That's how it works. Unlike an interest rate, they say 10%, they usually make it yearly, an annual rate. 10% of a $10,000 loan at a 10% interest rate of a $10,000 loan is obviously calculated across the year period. You understand? So unlike a factor rate, it is calculated within only a short-term period, and that's how much you're going to pay back. So you have to know if the client has to know if MCA is right for their business, right? While MCA might make sense for a business that needs cash fast, that's the whole point. To take advantage of a short term, it's always a short term with MCA. It is critical to make sure the cost of merchant cash advance otherwise make financial sense for the business. So we don't want you to bring businesses that wouldn't make financial sense. Be compassionate with these people. Some businesses are digging their holes deeper if they get an MCA versus if they get a traditional loan. But the problem is they want the money now. So, but they need to make the decision if it makes financial sense, because qualifying criteria is much less stringent. In other words, it's easier to qualify than traditional small business lenders. Now, note, because a merchant cash advance is not a loan and providers do not report your payment history to the business credit bureaus, it does not help build or strengthen a business's credit profile. In America, most businesses would want you to, report to the credit bureaus so that they would be able to qualify for more loans in the future or whatever. They build their payback. The more they pay back a loan or whatever they owe, it reports to the business credit bureau. So, with merchant cash advance, they don't do that. So they should know that he's not going to report. Is there an alternative to merchant cash advance? Well, the short answer is yes. Of course, there's always an alternative. So many small business owners find a short-term loan to be an alternative. And with a strong credit profile, others are able to leverage a business line of credit. So we can also get them a business line of credit. So you guys are in a great position here, right? If a client of yours does not qualify for a merchant cash advance, we have other loans that we can work with them to qualify for. It might take longer, of course, for you to get paid with those because it takes longer to qualify for them. But do not give up on the client that doesn't qualify for a merchant cash advance. Just let us know that they didn't qualify and we'll transfer them to a different program if they want, okay? Most of them will want to. We'll transfer them to a different program where we can work with them to get them the funds they need. So once they don't qualify, that's the advantage of you working here with us. You don't have to miss out on a client just because they don't qualify for a merchant cash advance, okay? So now when it comes to lead programs, what are our lead programs is? We're willing to provide you guys with about 50 leads a week. Now, these are leads that are business owners. They're not warm leads. They're not hot leads. They're mostly cold leads. But we provide it to you if you guys are willing to, contact them and try to get them to apply for a loan, because especially now people need funding in their businesses. This is the best time to be in this business, I'm telling you. So we are willing to provide you guys with at least 50 leads a week where you can contact these business owners. We're going to send it to you through spreadsheet. So 50 leads a week is about 10 leads a day, right? But we'll send you the whole 50 in a week. You have to work them, contact them, message them over email, recontact them and recontact them, follow up with them till, they let you know, hey, don't stop contacting them, whatever. But most people need money. So they're like, whoever's going to be able to lend me money, man, let's go with it. So these are small businesses. Now, these leads are small businesses who you can contact, through email, call, or Facebook, however you feel comfortable. But we'll send you the business's name, email address, phone number. Some might have an email address, some might not have an email address, but some will have a phone number, some might not have. But either way, we'll have something where you can contact them, whether it be through Facebook, whether it be through email, whether through a phone number. And we have different industries that we work with, right? We want you guys to focus on those industries. Go back to the interview video that we sent you guys to watch. Watch the videos and you see the industries that we work with. You have so much industries to work with, and you have so many states in the United States to work with as well. So we're going to be sending you, you're going to have your hands full with leads that you will have no excuse not to make money for yourself, guys. Remember, even part-time, you can be making $7,000. Imagine $7,000. We want you guys to make more than that, though. Want you to be making $20,000 a month. Want you to be making $80,000 a month. That's up to you. In fact, we want you to build a team within yourself. Once you start making good money, we'll work with you to strategize a way to build a team for yourself and make even more money. So yes, guys, that's basically it. So what are ways you can market? You can market through Craigslist ads, Facebook ads, Google ads. That's expensive though. Google ads expensive, but it works. You don't have to do it though. We have USA Today, we have flyers, we have cold calls, and basically that's it. So now, if you guys have any questions, unmute yourself and ask me a question. That's it. Do you guys have any question?
Okay, thank you so much for the presentation.
Yes.
It was quite eye-opening, and I think we'll be able to leverage this presentation going forward. And we are looking forward to having like the leads that you talked about.
Yes.
What other geographic markets is the company targeting?
We have the whole United States for you to target. And actually some states are not open yet completely. Not that they're not open, they're not open completely because of COVID, right? So that's an advantage for you because most of these businesses need money. They need money. So we have the whole 50 states in the United States to target: Texas, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, Alaska, Arizona, name it, Iowa, Ohio. You have all 50 states we can target. You just pick one. Pick as many as you want, though. Pick as many as you want. And remember, in each state, you have different cities. California, Michigan, name it, man. Colorado. So the geographic location is mainly in the United States in general. So any small business that is within our, approved industries, you can target anywhere in the United States.
That's fine. So when are we expecting to start to receiving the leads? Yeah.
Absolutely. We will get them over to you today. After the training, I'll have my assistants work on it and get you the leads. It's going to be in an Excel spreadsheet, and then you do your magic. And the leads will have the state that you can target, unless you have a specific state you want to target. Do you have a specific state you want to target?
No, I think the bigger the better. So targeting all the 50 states, I think, will work to our advantage.
Okay, yes, yes. And then do you have a specific I would say start. I'll suggest, and I won't tell you what to do, but I'll suggest starting with a restaurant. But if you have a different niche you want to target, we can send you that as well. Do you have a specific niche?
Um, I think yes, we'll start off with restaurants, but
Okay.
you did mention, I think in the on the first day that we had more like a group interview.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a quite a huge list that you sent through,
Yes, yes, we do.
which is again exciting. There are other sectors that are quite exciting there, but I
That is
don't
true.
know in terms of the company and
Mm-hmm.
the history. You know, you have had a history
Mm-hmm.
in terms of dealing with these sectors, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems as if you are sort of skewed towards the restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
which may, to me,
Mm-hmm.
it may sound as if it's easy for you in terms of approving the facilities to
Right, right, right,
restaurants.
right.
Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. Restaurants are easier to target. I won't say easier, but they are more open. I would say they're more open to working because a restaurant business is they need money all the time because people are always eating, and they need to buy the materials for the food, the inventory. So they always have money going in and out, going in and out. So they're more open to needing money, in other words, right? So, yeah, that's why we usually say start with a restaurant, but we have plumbers, we have, um, let me think, medical clinics,
We
chiropractors.
again airlines, travel agencies.
Trucking, no, we don't do trucking because they're
I,
very
I I mean travel agencies. Travel
travel
agencies.
agencies.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
I think,
I
yeah,
I, I sort of
I
saw
believe we
that
can.
on the list.
Okay, if it's there, then yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We don't do trucking or auto sales. We don't do
Yeah, the
attorneys.
tracking, you
But yeah,
mentioned that tracking lawyers and what have you,
yeah,
they are on the
they're
exclusion list.
prohibited. Yeah, we don't do those. Yeah, just those
Okay.
three basically for now. And also, we don't do deals that if the business already had a bad experience with the last lender, we don't do those kind of deals.
Okay.
They won't be approved.
So, so my last question is to do with yeah, are we likely to have a contract sort of?
Oh, with us? Well, are you in the United States?
Not in the United States at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Not in the United States at the moment.
Okay, you're not at the in the United States at the moment. Well, if you were in the United States, we have not a contract, but a tax document that we want you to fill out. But you're not here, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about is getting paid, and a better way for you to get paid. You just need to send it to us. My assistant will have that sorted out. I don't know how you guys want to get paid if you're outside of the United States, but yeah.
We
Um,
agreed on PayPal.
Okay, you agree to PayPal. Okay, then yeah, they'll pay you once you're ready to get paid. You get paid through PayPal.
Okay.
No agreement unless you're in the United States. Then we'll do some kind of tax agreement.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
No, that's all right.
yes.
Oh, I thought there's some form of a contract, sort of, so to speak, to say
No, 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 no. You're
no.
not bonded to us. No, you're not
Oh,
bonded to us at all. Our agreement is in doing the work. That's all. We
okay.
don't want you to feel you're entitled to, but you're bonded or held back by us at all. No, we don't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And we have over 4,000 distribution partners that send business to us. So yeah, we don't do those kind of agreements, no. But the clients though, yes, they do have to be in an agreement with us, to do business, which is what the application form does.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And all right, no, that's fine. I think for me,
Hmm.
those are the questions that I had, and I'm
Okay.
just forward to having like the list.
Absolutely.
By
Absolutely.
the promise that by the end of the day, so that
Yep.
we begin to do business.
Okay.
What we were called to do. Probably one of the days, after doing much work and beginning to earn millions and millions, we can come and assist the organization in terms of, administrative.
Absolutely. We'll
What we
love
were
that.
called to do.
We'll love that. We'll love that. We'll love you to grow with the company. So yes.
No, that's for me. Those are the questions that I had, but
Yes.
we are excited. I'm excited, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward.
Awesome. Awesome, man. It's a pleasure. And what's your name?
My name is Happy.
Oh,
Happy.
Happy. Yeah. My assistant said that you are determined to do this, man. That's good.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Well, hey, man, Happy. It's a pleasure meeting you, and we look forward to doing great things together. Okay, and help you
I
make
didn't
money.
get your name as we began the.
Oh yes, my name is Great. Great.
Great.
That is correct.
Great great how much?
I'm sorry.
Great how much?
Great. How? What do you mean? I don't understand.
Oh
the
yes,
question.
I was referring to the full name.
Oh, my name is Great Okonkwo. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure to serve you, my man. All right. You guys have any other questions for me before we wrap it up for the day? I know we'll be sending this video out to you. Not at all. All right, guys. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you guys, and you can watch the video. Send an email if you have any questions about it, and let's get to work. We'll be sending you guys the leads by the end of the day. Yeah. So keep an eye on it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys later. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thanks. Great. If it's possible, the presentation that you just sent, if you could just send to us the one that you were actually sharing.
Oh, like the document itself?
The document itself.
Oh, okay. No worries. I will definitely do that. I'll have them send it to you. No worries.
Thank you.
My pleasure. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right.